Okay, let's do a quick math lesson because we have to get math for you. So let's try this for math. You write down the problem and I'll show you how to do it. So right now what we're going to do, put this at the top of your page. Positive and negative integers. Now instead of writing all that out, you can just put this on. Plus, that line, that's / minus integers. Plus and minus integers are positive and negative integers. Okay, write this down on your paper. 5 plus 5 minus 10 equals. Now, even adults that I work with have trouble adding or putting together positive and negative numbers. So integers just means numbers. It means whole numbers. There's no decimals. So it's easier to do integers than other stuff because it's easier not to work with decimals. But anyway, when I say to you positive and negative integers, I'm saying positive and negative numbers, whole numbers. Well, we'll just say numbers. So I want you, every single time you see a negative, especially when it's a plus and a minus, use the box and circle method. Now the box is money that's in your pocket, and the circle is money that you owe someone. So everything that would be money in your pocket, put a box on it. So this here is a plus 5, put a box on it. Now it doesn't show you the plus in front of the 5 because when it's at the start of the problem, it doesn't put it there. But if there's no number, then it's a plus. So you see here that you have in your pocket $5 bill and a $5 bill. You have 2 5s. Now you do owe some money. You owe this amount of money right here. So if you have one $5 bill and then another $5 bill, 5 plus 5 is 10. So 10, and then you owe someone 10 bucks, so you give them 10 bucks, gives you what for an answer? Okay. Now the other thing that I do like to do is I have a certain way, like I showed you with the triangles, how I want you to like do the working of the problems, but for now we're just going to do it this way. So let's take a look at the next one. Look at this 10 here. Do you owe that 10 to somebody? Does it have a minus in front of it? If there's no minus in front of it, then you get to keep it. So it goes in your pocket. What about, I want to do a bunch more pockets here. Let's copy this and we're going to do paste and paste and paste because I now have 3 more pockets I can work with. Let's go through and put all the money in the pocket that we have. So what I want to do is drag these down here because I'm going to, well darn, that thing didn't want to cooperate with me, did it? That's money in the pocket. Let's get another one. Just everywhere, let's shrink. Let's make this a little smaller to see. Everywhere that we see a, are there any money in the pocket there? No, there's not. Oh, but down here we've got some money in the pocket, so let's put this, you know what, we'll worry about that one later. I'll move that one up. So let's do this one first. So we put our money in the pocket, but take a look, you owe someone some money. So let's go do that. Okay, now take a look at this one too. I really wanted you to see this one. Actually, let me take everything away. If I ask you what is 10 minus 5, you're going to tell me it's 5. Everybody would. When it comes to people that don't understand how to use the pockets or the squares and the circles, they would tell you that 10 minus 5 equals 5 and 5 minus 10 equals 5. But that is not true. So pay attention very carefully to this because this is the most important thing to learn here today. If you're putting your money in your pocket, that's a plus. Here you're putting 10 bucks in the pocket. The difference here is how much are you putting in the pocket? 5. So you've got more in your pocket up here in this one than you have down here in this one. Now let's look at what we owe people. Here you owe someone $5. Here you owe somebody $10. So now by doing the pocket and the circles, or the squares and the circles, you see that if you have $10 in your pocket and you owe somebody $5, you're still going to have $5 left. If you've got $5 in your pocket and you owe somebody $10, you're not going to have enough. If you have a $5 bill and I'm like, hey, you owe me 10. Well, sorry, I can't pay you. I only have 5. Well, that's not going to be cool. Give me your 5 and you're still going to owe me 5. So if you still owe me 5, then you've got one of these, because that's still owing. And when you have one of these, you are going to have a negative, because it's always going to be a negative with that circle. So let's look at this. You had 5 in your pocket, you owed me 10, you paid me $5, but you still owed me another $5. So do you see the difference here between the two? When you start with 10 in your pocket and you pay me 5, you still have 5 left over. When you start with 5 in your pocket, you owe me 10, you're still going to owe me 5. So it just, if nothing else, it just shows you how, even though people get that mixed up, you know, you can see how those answers are different. So now let's write the next one down. And for this, I hope you wrote all 3 of these down, because I'm getting ready. I'll move them up here for you. You should have all these done. Here's your problem, here's your answer. So now I'm going to move these away because I want to know. Actually, I want you to draw the circles on there too. So on your paper, I want to see the positives, the negatives, and the answer. And I want the circles and the squares. Now, let's do this one down here. We need another circle, because copy this, paste, paste. Okay. Now this is where things get tricky. This is in here kind of to trick you, because once you get into a multiplying, and this little star here means multiplying, then it's no longer the same rules as adding and subtracting. Instead, a negative times a negative equals a positive. So when it comes up here, you can use your circle and square thing, but when it comes down here, the only thing that's going to help you is if you see a negative times a positive, your answer is going to be negative. If you see a negative times a negative, your answer is going to be positive. Let's not get too caught up on that right now. You can just know that the answer is 25, and we're not going to spend time on that. Just write it down. This is the one I really want you to do. Do this without me. Please do this without me, because I want to see what you end up with. You don't have to come up with any math yet. Right now, you just have to do your squares and your circles. Look, if it has a negative sign in front of it, give it a circle. If it has a plus sign in front of it, give it a square. Okay, ready? I'm going to begin. Hopefully you have it done. I really hope you tried this on your own, because it's important to see if you can do it, because this is going to help you for when you get back to your regular school. So there we've got a negative, here we've got a negative, and here we've got a negative. Before I do my pluses, let me take a look at this. I've got a negative 10 that I owe someone. I've got a negative 5 that I owe someone. And I have a negative 10 that I owe someone. So all of this is what I owe to somebody. So if I owe these, then I'm going to put, let's add all this up together and see how much we owe. Well, we owe 10 to him, 5 to him, 10 to him. So 10 and 10 is 20, and 5 more is 25. So all together, we owe 25 bucks, right? So when you take all those reds and you add them up, we find out that you owe 25 bucks. Now, how much is in our pocket? Well, let's take a check here. Let's see how much is in our pocket. Let me just shrink this circle a little because it's in our way. Okay, so how much is in our pocket? This is in our pocket, 9 bucks. Let's also move that guy over there because he's in our way. I just want to make a little room here. Okay, so $9 is in our pocket because that's a positive, and also $10 is in our pocket. So now let's add those together. if you have a, let's come over here. You have 9 in your pocket and you have 10 in your pocket. So when you put 9 and 10 together, you end up with 19. So $9 plus $10 is $19. So let's move our 19 up there so that we can kind of see it right by this. This is what's in our pocket. So I would like to copy this and I'll like to paste it. Okay, tell me this. If you have $19 in your pocket, that's not even 20 bucks. Are you going to have enough money to pay $25? No, you're not, because you only have 20 bucks and you owe 25. So the first thing that you know about this question is that it's going to be a negative. So what's our answer? Well, let's take the $25 we owe people. Let's pay them the 19 out of our pocket, and that's $6 difference. So if we give the people our $19 that we owe, we have $25, we pay $19, and we still owe $6. So if we owe 6, it's a negative 6. So what this is saying, I'm going to borrow this circle here. So what this is saying is that if you owe someone 25 bucks and then you had $19 in your pocket, you could give them the money in the pocket and you would still owe them $6. Now, the biggest thing I want you to know here is that there's a certain way you can use pluses and minuses to make it easier. And when you look up here at these here, this is what we're going to work on next time. If I show you these, let's take these away. If I show you these without this on, if I show you these without this on, then it's going to be really hard to find the answers. I mean, these subtraction problems, they get confusing. You almost would think they have the same answer because they're the same thing, but when you pay attention to your circles, they really are not the same thing, because this one you can really see is a -5, and this one you can see is really a -10. So in looking at those, you can see they're not. Also, this one you have 10 bucks in your pocket, so you have a much better pocket, and in this one you only have 5 bucks in your pocket. So when you start using the circles and squares, you can start to see the differences in the positive and negative numbers. What I want you to do is just write down 1 through 5 and take a picture of your math and send it to me, and this is going to count as your math grade. If you didn't understand everything, that's okay. I'm giving you the answers, so just copy my answers for today, and we can worry about the rest another day. There's number 5 if you wanted it. Let me move all these out of the way now. But anyway, yeah, that's, ooh, shucks. Here's your answer. Let me just put number 5 up there for you. All this other stuff you don't have to worry about. Just concentrate on those. So this is what I should see on your math paper. When this is on your math paper, you're ready to go. And don't forget you have this up there too. So once you've got a picture of all this in your handwriting, snap a picture of it and send it to me, please.